Previously on South Jersey Yak Fishing. I had a place located in the lower keys called Little Torch Key, and the property was located within these canals that you see right here. There was a feeder tube that ran under the road, and I also saw this. Man, that's a lot of fish stacked up there. I couldn't believe my eyes, but I soon came to realize that feeder tubes is where all the action was at. So I decided it's time to make a move, but as I'm preparing to do so, I noticed this guy passing right on by. Here I am at the next feeder tube, and I'm going to drop the camera down just to have a little better look at my surroundings. One fish in particular is catching my attention, and if you look closely, you can see him swimming quickly off the right of the screen. Yeah, we're going to get a better look at him in the next clip. Alright, so if you didn't notice already, the bait today is live shrimp, and I am putting them on a 1/4 ounce bottom sweeper jig. And all I'm doing basically is I'm just pitching it right up to the mouth of the feeder tube, and I'm letting the current carry the bait right over top of all these fish. And because they're competing for food right now, I'm really not even getting to the bottom. In most cases, they're coming right up to grab it. It's pretty simple and lots of fun. Hey everybody, this is Ryan with South Jersey Yak Fishing. Once again, thanks for tuning into my channel. Today's video is part 2 of a 2-part episode where I am fishing the back canals and feeder tubes in the Florida Keys. The first part was a solo mission, and if you missed that, you can go back to my channel and view that previous video if you want to get caught up to speed. But today's video, I have a partner in crime, and his name is Jeremy, and between the two of us, we are going to catch 4 different species. Now, something kind of funny happens in this video that we have a laugh at, but in the end ends up being responsible for showing me exactly where to cast my line, and when I do so, I immediately hook up with a brand new species I've never caught before, which was kind of cool. And then Jeremy ends up hooking a fish that I get a really good picture of it, but we were never able to identify it, so I'm going to ask for your help. If you guys know what that fish is, leave me a comment in the comment section below. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, let's get on with the fishing. So today's bait once again is going to be shrimp, and when I went into the bait shop on this particular morning to get some more bait, I noticed on the wall they had these special little jigs for snappers, so I picked a couple of those up. Remember yesterday I was using a 1/4 ounce bottom sweeper jig. Well, these are actually an 1/8 ounce. They even had 16th ounces, but I'm using an 1/8 ounce today. And if you look closely, you can see that I am hooking this shrimp in the middle of his back. This way he can move his legs and flop his tail naturally to draw attention to my hook. All right, and there's a good look at the final rig, and we're going to toss her out and see what's biting. And if you look just across the way there, that is Jeremy, and he's going to catch a couple of fish too. You know, one thing I have to say about Florida, it's really nice. You don't really wait all that long for a bite. I mean, you toss it out there and there's several fish on it almost immediately. Decent size, man. Nice. Woo! All right, calm down. Whoops. Well, looks like I'm going to have a case of the dropsies, but that's okay because the next thing that escapes is actually going to be kind of funny. Damn, something's crashing out there. What the hell was that?
That's what it did when I got here.
Nice, small. Baby snapper.
You're catching them on that side of the hook.
It's a 1/0. Why, what size are you using? Shit.
This one I have what?
He just got away. Look at him swimming away, Sim.
Yeah. Is it the bigger one?
No, it's a shrimp.
Oh.
He got away. He's just like cruising along the top.
It's not gonna last long.
No, I know. Look, there he is right there, see him? All right, let's stop for a second right here. Jeremy says this shrimp ain't gonna last long, and I think we all know what's gonna happen next, but my somewhat funny and definitely demented sense of humor is telling me that this scene is missing something, so let's go back and do this one more time the right way and add a little bit of music. Shit. He just got away. Look at him swimming away, Sim. No, it's a shrimp. He got away. He's just like cruising along the top. No, I know. Like there he is right there, see him? Yeah. He's like, where the hell am I? God. We knew it wasn't gonna last. I'm laughing about this, but at the same time, it's pretty obvious now that there's a predatory fish hanging out right where that splash was. Right. So if I toss it right where that strike was, I should be good. Oh, is that Cuda? It's a Barracuda. Yeah, look, see it?
Yeah.
Whoa, did you see how fast I let go of that fish? You want to try and keep your fingers out of its mouth. It's a juvenile. We're going to get a good look at those choppers in just a second.
Didn't they fight your line off or no?
No, that was a good hook set. See him? Look at his teeth. You see him? All right, there's a pretty good shot of it right there. Some pretty gnarly looking teeth, and definitely would not have been pretty if he got a hold of my finger. Ooh, Barracuda. That was baby, man.
Hey, the one we've been trying to catch for now.
Yeah, about that size. Yeah, you're right. So I guess that's what came up and ate that shrimp. Hit that shrimp like that. Okay, so funny story. When we first arrived at the rental property, I immediately ran out back, and the first thing I noticed was one of these Barracudas just kind of hovered about 4 or 5 feet off the bottom. Now, at this point, we just got there. I hadn't even unpacked a single piece of luggage, but I ran right back to the car, grabbed my rod and a 3.5-inch swim bait, and started casting right at him. I had about 4 or 5 good casts at him. I mean, I did everything except hit him right in his head. He didn't even move a fin. On the final attempt, he begins to pursue it, and I watched him swim right up behind it, bite it in half, just to watch him swim back to exactly where he was and assume his same position, almost like he was guarding his post. I later heard from somebody who knows more about this fishery than I that Barracuda are very territorial. So, yeah, I think I ticked him off, and he was kind of showing me who was boss. He's not that big.
They fight so hard.
At first, yeah. Snapper. Dude, this has been like a durable bait. Like I've been using this same freaking shrimp tail for like the past 5 catches.
Really?
Survived the cuda and everything. Yeah, it's just a little sliver now. They're just really okay. So these mangrove snappers that I'm catching are anywhere from 9 inches up to about 14 inches, and I'm allowed to keep them at 10 inches. But how big is that really? Well, online it says the average size for a mangrove snapper could be anywhere from 10 to 14 inches. However, the highest on record is said to have actually grown up to about 35 inches and weigh as much as 44 pounds. So although it's not the norm, it can happen, kind of like the sheep back home where you catch a really unusually large one. But yeah, by comparison to the potential that these mangroves can get up to, these guys are just babies. Got him?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's one of the bigger drunks.
You have?
Yeah.
Yeah, they fight good, man. And some of them get pretty big.
Yeah.
And they fight really hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretty hard. This is my bigger rod too, man. Jeez, you were all the way out there?
Yep. They're nice mangrove. That's where the bigger ones are. All right, it never even got to the bottom. He came up and grabbed it. All right, so this is another mangrove or gray snapper, and the regulations on these guys at the time that I was down there was a bag limit of 5 at 10 inches apiece. The yield off a 10-inch mangrove, real similar to a white perch here in Jersey, not huge fillets. That being said, I did keep a couple 12, 13 inches the first day, and we had fish from that charter trip that we took, but I'm on vacation. I don't really enjoy cooking. We had plans to go out and eat, so most of this vacation was just catch and release. Got him? Nice. Better one? Why don't you use your hook out?
I didn't even bring it.
Oh, you want mine?
Nah, I don't even need to. I just use my fingers.
Now, getting back to the sheep for a second, my average size, I'd say last season was anywhere from 18 to about 22 inches. Although I did have a handful of fish that I caught were 25 plus inch range. Just a completely different league altogether with the fight. Regardless of the size, they're all fun. Oh. It's another snapper.
Bigger one?
Decent size. Oh, it came off. It's all right.
Kind of better than that. Tide's getting out, man.
Grunt. Ah, it's a grunt.
I've seen him sit on my bait and just stare.
Not even really hooked. He's barely hooked. Yep. And he's gone. All right, in just a few minutes, Jeremy's going to land that fish that I'm going to need help with an identification on.
Are you using braid?
Huh?
Are you using braid?
Well, I have a leader on here, a 25-pound fluorocarbon leader. No swivel. It's about 2 feet. Take it. Small. Small, small, small.
Small tail.
Okay, keep an eye on Jeremy. Here comes that unidentified fish.
Oh my
Nice.
God.
Nice. What is it? What is it? Woo!
What that is?
Get him up out of the water. There you go. That's a pompano.
Is it really?
I believe so. Take a picture.
You might have to. My phone is wet.
Hang on. Here, hold them up for the camera. Look at me. All right, so there's a good picture of that fish right there. I was unable to identify it. It has a mouth kind of like a silver jenny, but not the same colorization. So if you know what this fish is, please leave it in the comments section below. I'm really interested to know what it is. Okay, so at the time that I took this trip, I was not a very experienced angler. In fact, I had just started fishing from a kayak. The choices I made, the type of fishing I did, the locations I went to, really was the result of my inexperience. If I had to do this all over again, which I will because I'm already planning on getting back down there, I would do this a little differently, which would probably include some artificial lures, some trolling, and maybe some flats fishing, and definitely trying to get to a bridge with some jigs and crabs, but that's going to be for next time. All right, that's all for now. We got one more Florida video to put out, and then we're heading back to Jersey. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, smash that notification bell, and please consider supporting me by subscribing to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Catch you next time, guys. Peace.